Hello, everyone. So we're back for the second Manzanita Terrace part video. So as the last video, we were working in the bedroom, trying to finish out what the first floor master bedroom is going to look like. But again, if you missed it, this is part of a two-part series. So the first video I already posted, and this is the second video that goes over the rest of the decorating and also the basement floor that I have not completed yet. So I'm going to include a link above a title card so that you can go watch the first video if you haven't seen it already. And here we go. So I was trying to figure out what colors I wanted to do the bedroom. I wanted it to be bright. I wanted it to be different. So we went with something bold in the red. And I've been doing a lot. I've mentioned this in a lot of videos. I've been doing so many like accent walls. It's getting kind of ridiculous, but I don't know. Match the rug. So when in doubt, always match the rug. So as we get into this, like I said before, once this video goes live, I'll be posting Manzanita Terrace, the entire build, on my gallery account, which is KeelyCat4, same as my YouTube account. So once I post this video, the house will go live, so you can download it from the gallery. I did not post it for the first video since there was still some things to finish up, like the nursery that we're heading to next. So once this video is posted, you will be able to download this house for yourself and place it on Manzanita Terrace. So anyways, today's joke. So new video, new joke. This week's joke is, well, this video's joke, let's just say that. Someone told me, and I thought it was very good, so credit to them. You know who you are. The joke is, what do you call someone who takes care of chickens? So again, today's joke. What do you call someone who takes care of chickens? Think it over. Think about it. I'll tell you in roughly 15 minutes. So here we go with the nursery. Of course, because I love squirrels, I had to include the squirrel decal for the nursery. There is no other way to put it. So putting in some of the items that are from the base game and also from Growing Together. I was going to keep that cloud light in. I thought it was cute, but it kind of obstructed the view. So I just went back to the classic old saucer light there. Putting in some baby clutter items from the base game and from Growing Together. And just kind of making it woodland themed. Definitely in the future, I would want to have a woodland themed nursery. You know, it's gender neutral. It doesn't matter what the gender of the baby is. You can't go wrong with the woodland theme. You can throw in, like squirrels and bunnies and foxes and deer and just all things cute. Heck, I'd even throw some cats in there, So now that we're onto the second floor, we are working apparently on the bathroom next. I went very out of order for this house. Normally I go floor by floor, and I had parts of this floor done, like the rooms, but I didn't have any furniture up here. So now we're moving on up here, and I absolutely love the subway tiles. Well, they're not subway tiles, but the wallpaper that I just put up in this bathroom. It just, I don't know, I just really like it. It's really simple, but it also comes in lots of fun colors, and I'm all about fun colors. So now we're looking in here we got our door to the bathroom, and on this floor there's going to be 3 bedrooms. So one of them is going to be a toddler room, and the other one is going to be like a teen/kid room. But then the last room, which you could technically use as a bedroom, I'm going to actually use as an office space. At least that's what I recall. It's honestly been a while since I built this video, so since I built this house. So I'm going along with you at the same time in rewatching what I did for this video. So I did this as the toddler area, so it's still kind of nursery themed, still kind of baby. You could technically, I think it's cute that you can use the crib and transition it into a toddler bed, which that's something that my parents did for me. So I had this bed for the longest time, and I think it was a crib, and then it was like a 3 different customizable type thing. Like you could, really jumping around here as you can see. It was like a crib, but then you can transition it into like a toddler bed or like a younger kid bed, I guess you could say, but then it also transitioned into a regular full bed. So, once I got older, then I transitioned into the child bed version, and then eventually into the larger bed version. Eventually it broke though, so then I got a different bed. But up until that point, that bed lasted quite some time. So I think it's cool that The Sims includes that, versatility to the cribs and allows that option. So now we're into the little play space. So this is going to be the kid and like toddler play space. So as you can see, I wanted to put a nice big dollhouse in, but we're gonna have to go with the regular old dollhouse because this room just isn't big enough. And this is after I already expanded the house so many times, as you probably saw in part one, which again, let me write this down so I don't forget. But yeah, I'm going to include a link again. So if you look above, there's a title card, and that is for the first video. Oh, I took the dollhouse out. Yeah, it just didn't quite fit. So on with those shelves. I've been using those little shelves a lot. They're really cute. They're convenient. They come in a lot of swatch colors. But yeah, so put in the bunny, which is shocking. Normally I always put in the cat plushie, but that gets a little monotonous, always using the same item. So threw in the bunny there. I'm interested to see how these little squeaker toys work, if they actually squeak like when your infant or toddler plays with them. I have just barely started playing with like the functional and gameplay aspects of the pack. As you can see, I've spent a lot of time building with the pack. So right now in my own personal game that I play, I have an infant and her name is Vanessa, and she's like towards the end of her infant stages, so I'm just kind of going through the whole, like rolling over and grabbing at toys and like lifting her head up and smiling and laughing and like cooing and stuff like that. And something I noticed was that, well, the first thing is that I have no idea how the little keepsake boxes work. So after they had the baby in my own personal game, the mother and then like, okay, so some context. So the save file that I'm playing with, they used to have a farm in Henford on Bagley, and so it was like a huge household. So it's like the grandma, the grandpa already died, but then it's like the grandma and then like her kid that's helping out with the farm, and then that kid also adopted a kid. So anyway, so the mom calls up, hey, we're coming for a stayover, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool, as a new feature of the game. And then they literally all show up, like all 6 of the people in the household, and I'm like, damn, I do not have enough space for all these people. So these people, and the thing is, I thought it was gonna be like a stayover for like a couple, like 2 days. No, they stayed over like almost the whole week, and I was very surprised. So these poor kids had nowhere to sleep because the house only had a full bed for the parents on the first floor because it's a small house, and then there was 2 beds and a bunk bed upstairs, like already put in there because it was a house that came with the game. And so there were 6 people and there were only 2 additional beds. So yeah, that was interesting. So anyway, so I put like one of those keepsake things, and then the mom was about to age up to be an elder, so I was like, oh, perfect, she can designate the box or, do whatever you're supposed to do with it. But I didn't know that if you wanted the elder to put something in the box, you have to do that before you like entrust the box to someone else. So I learned that real quick when I kept like flipping between the 2 households trying to put things in the boxes, and then I like entrusted the box, and then I came back and I was like, oh shoot, I can't put anything in this now because I entrusted it to somebody else. So yeah, I learned that the hard way. And the other thing was, it's so sad you can't put any like, what is it called? Like needlepoint stuff in there, like the sewing skill or whatever, like the needlepoint like crafting skill that came with Cottage Living. You can't put that in the box. So like I was playing as like the grandma, and I like, cause she had a maxed out level 5 like knitting skill, not knitting skill, what is it? Like needlepoint sewing, whatever it's called on the game. And it wouldn't let her put it in the box because she'd already like designated it. So I was like, oh darn, I'll just leave it on the floor. But then even like later I took off one of the ones I had on the wall and it doesn't go in. I thought that'd be such a cute item to have in like a box. Like, like a heirloom, like, oh, grandma sewed this from, however many Sims days ago. But you can't put that in there. So I thought that was a sad, like, missed opportunity in an effect, like, of not being able to put any kind of, like, sewn projects in the keepsake box. Regardless, sorry, that was a big rant about keepsake boxes, the whatever they're called. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the features play out since I just started kind of using the live like gameplay features. Like, what do you guys think about the gameplay features of growing together? Let me know in the comments. If anyone is even listening to this point, let me know what you think. I don't know if it was just me, but at least in my game, there was definitely like some glitches going on with like trying to do certain things for the infants. Like whenever one of the parents is holding the infant, one time they got stuck in a loop of just like putting the infant down and like picking them back up like over and over and over again. And I was like I just wanted them to like feed the baby or like trying to put them back in the crib. I don't know if it's just my game. Like let me know in the comments if your game's also been kind of buggy of like it doesn't really let me put them like down, or if I like had them like said to put them down and then like change your diaper or like put them down and then like feed them. It just like doesn't do it. It's very odd. So yeah, is that just me or is that also happening in your game? So anyways, now that we went off on the tangent of my own personal gameplay with The Sims and my own save file, back to the build. So here I am working on the bottom level in the basement. So the idea with this house is that it's multi-generational. So the idea is that there's space for all of the kids in a big family, but then also space for grandma. So, you know, grandma and grandpa. So I kind of imagine that either this is, I think this honestly might be the guest room, but it could also be like if grandma is, you know, the only one left still living, grandpa already passed, you know, she could live in that little space there, or that could be your guest room. So here is the teen room. So I really channeled a lot of items from the high school years pack because I wanted to try to use more of the different color swatches and things like that to maximize the room. I'm still trying to find out all the ways that all the pieces kind of go together because I feel like there's so many different color combinations I still haven't done yet. So I went for a yellow and purple for this room, and I thought it looked really cool with that rug too. And I threw in the little window coverings, the blind, well, not blinds, but the curtains from Growing Together because I thought that they looked really nice with this. So here I'm trying to figure out which one of the dressers fits other than that one because it's ginormous. So I went with that one. Here I am looking for some more details and clutter items and just in general other items to include. I looked through like all the things. I love that mirror, but yeah, I wasn't really sure if I was gonna have enough space for it. And I didn't like how that looked. I thought it was just too overbearing to have it that close. So I got rid of the mirror, unfortunately. So here we are looking for all the fun clutter items. Looking for all the stuff we can include. It's like musical chairs of me moving around all these clutter items, trying to figure out how I want it to look. I wanted to include these friendship bracelets, but I had to work it around so there was still space for them to do homework and not just do it somewhere else. Or like I love how when the Sims need to do homework and you literally have an empty desk open and they just like sit on the bed. Or my favorite one is where they have a toddler, like they have a sibling who's a toddler, and they just sit on the bed while the toddler is sleeping in the bed. Like what? There's plenty of open chairs, even at the kitchen table. And these Sims decide to do homework sitting on their sibling's bed. Very odd, very peculiar. All right, so after I finish giving you whiplash, whoop, just kidding, I'm still giving you whiplash about figuring out which direction I'm going to show this from. So this video is in 4 times the speed, but I have a build coming up next. Well, not next, but soon that I'm going to tease in the next video. And that video, whew, that build, I'm really happy with how it turned out, but boy, did that take me a long time. I mean, that took me like, I think like almost 4 hours, like 3 to 4 hours. I'm not a quick builder. Like I'm not a professional. This is just for fun. And I try to go through all the different options to make sure I look through all the different items and see if it fits the way I want it to. But that took me a significant amount of time. I'm not sure what I'm doing here with this bookshelf. Not really sure what, honestly, I kind of like the yellow. I don't really know what I was doing over there. Why did I turn it green? Oh, I guess because it was purple on the bottom? I don't know. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. I had to put that video at 8 times the speed because I was going to do it in 2 parts. But I feel like when you go to watch a speed build, you want to watch the whole thing in just one part. But I normally only post videos once a week, so it's kind of frustrating as the viewer, I would assume, to have to wait a whole week to watch a video. Or most frequently, it's probably just this randomly came up in your recommended and you're like, sure, I'll watch it. So, it's unlikely that you, the viewer, would come back to watch it again, the second part, a day late, like a week later. So I had I had decided to put it on 8 times the speed, but even with 8 times the speed, the video is still pretty long. And another thing for that is one time I think it's the grandma's house video. So if you scroll all the way back to one of the beginning videos of my channel, I made a Victorian style house. So again, I will leave a title card for that here if you want to watch it, if you're interested. But yeah, I made this huge Victorian style house, and that took me forever. And I tried to keep the video all in one piece, but obviously, since I'm just doing this as something fun on the side, and I don't actually have any kind of video making equipment or computer software, I'm literally using Photos Legacy to make this. Like, this is just for fun. So obviously that cannot handle as much footage as that. Like, I scroll up on these videos and it's like multiple gigs. It's like, oh yeah, this clip of footage is like 5 gigs, and I'm like, that's a lot. So my computer got so freaked out that it actually crashed. So I was like, okay, mental note. We will not be doing any videos that are that long again. So I have since decided to either speed them up or put them in 2 parts because my computer can only handle so much. Plus 40 minutes is also a long time to watch. Like, it's not like I have some like following, this is just a fun project I do online. So I don't expect to have any kind of following of people that are really going to come back to watch a 40-minute video. But yeah, so thanks for listening to my ramblings. Thanks for sticking it out. And hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you had fun watching. This house will go live, as per usual, like I've already said, and you'll be able to download it yourself to play. So tell me what you thought in the comments. Did you like this house? Did you like the build? Yeah. Anyways, let me know. And the answer to the joke was chicken tender. So think that through. What do you call someone who takes care of chickens? A chicken tender. I know it's cheesy. It's okay. Hallmark of being at the channel. There has to be a joke. There's always a joke. Whether it's good or not, I can't always guarantee whether or not it's good. But yeah. So anyways, I hope you have a great day. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Here are the end clips and video reels of me highlighting all the rooms and adding in just a couple last minute details. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for stopping by. And let me know in the comments if you have anything else that you want me to build or what you thought. Bye!